A theater in London has officially canceled a premiere of a movie called Control that Kevin Spacey happens to be in. He is not the star, and he actually doesn't even appear on screen, in fact. He just is heard in phone calls. He's, I guess, the voice of a self-driving car in the movie.
Well, he's a person who's controlling the self-driving car.
Or a person who is controlling the self-driving car, and you can hear his voice through a phone call. And over this alone, they decided they had to back down to the mob. Here is their quote. "We have an issue. It is with my apologies that I have to inform you. We have canceled your hire with us. Last night, it came to our attention that your film features Kevin Spacey. In particular, his first film since the court case." The court case, by the way, in which he was acquitted of his charges. "And my staff, as well as I, are horrified that we are being mentioned in the same breath as his new film for the premiere."
Wait, is the idea that if it was the second film since his court case, they'd have been
then it would have been a total different story.
We just don't want to break, we don't want to be the virgins in this situation. We don't want to, just gently, please, gently.
You couldn't soft launch more than not having him appear on screen.
Yes, that's the best you could do, right?
And actually, from the trailer, the movie looks kind of interesting.
Let's watch.
It came out like a few months ago.
We can watch the trailer here. I don't know if he's going to get like the reception he thinks he's going to get back in the States, but we'll have
People
to
forget things very quickly.
The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Mr. David Adams.
Today, people around the country rely on information of intelligent automation. Home Secretary, how was it?
Not a bad speech, David.
Daddy, I'm tired. I just want to go home.
I'll take her home, if you like. It's on my way, and I'm sure Sarah won't mind.
The car's fully tracked, so we will know where they are at all times.
I wonder if it's going to be like a Tesla by name, or it's just going to be generic car. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello?
Stella, you need to listen to me very carefully. As you may have noticed, your car is not as responsive as it should be. Because now, I'm driving it.
It's a very corny line.
Who's this?
Oh, I know everything
He
about
should
you,
have kept
Stella.
his British
Frank
accent.
Underwood.
Much more than you think. Which is why we're having this little chat.
I really thought he would do his House of Cards accent for this.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a British
Do you
voice.
need me to demonstrate further? Oh yeah, you can try, but the steering motor is controlled by me, as is the accelerator.
In the chat, Derp Space 9 says, "Woman driver, people are in danger."
The brakes, the door locks, the lights, and even the interior camera. Confession is good for the soul? I think your soul could really do with that.
Wait, stop!
It's all a game, Stella. You know that. Like the games you play in Parliament every day with the lives of the people of this country.
So it's like a political thriller?
I am your
guess.
judge and jury, and I find you guilty. Games you play with people's lives.
The text doesn't match the film type at all. No, like it feels very indie budget.
Looks cheap as hell.
Looks
the
cheap.
film.
Yeah, and
But you do what you gotta do when you are slowly inching your way back into the entertainment industry after you were canceled. His co-star defended him, saying Kevin Spacey has been proven to be innocent, and who are they to say otherwise? He has done nothing wrong, and his director also said that he doesn't regret casting Kevin Spacey and would do it all over again after he got his acquittal. And they just went and found another theater that didn't care.
yeah.
because
And I think that's the number
the
one
way that the
thing-
free market works, I guess.
That's what we're gonna end up seeing. It's what we saw with all of the premieres when he did the stuff at Cannes, at the film festivals. Is like if you stick around long enough, you're gonna find people willing to work with you, and I don't think he's gonna have any trouble. And it's not like Hollywood has any moral ground to stand on, anyways. That's why it's always funny when they virtue signal.
No,
because they're
yeah.
all. It's an industry full of scumbags, anyways. Mm-hmm. And the movie
He
doesn't.
has plenty of friends. Like
Hey,
that's-
Elton John.
Yeah.
Him and Elton John did the thing recently where they were at like a dinner together, and then Elton John was
Even just
performing.
being seen out with other important people in the entertainment industry is a rehabilitation for his image.
Yeah.
And all of these people are scumbags anyway. So even if he got wrongfully acquitted, it's not like it matters to them whether he's guilty or innocent. Like, if you're friends with the right people in Hollywood, they don't care if you're a creep and a predator. You know, to them, that's just normal. That's part of their culture.
Yeah. The only difference is he got caught, or he
Yeah.
got theoretically
It's like
caught,
joke's on you for getting caught.
And then
you know?
and they didn't prove it in a court of law. Also, they said he was found innocent. Technically, you were found not guilty. You weren't found innocent. But I get what they're saying.
Sure,
in
whatever.
in the statement. But yeah, it's
I mean-
kind of like the movie Phone Booth.
There's a lot of I liked Phone Booth. Yeah,
It's
but
kind of like Phone Booth.
there's a lot of insight in like the fact that well, I don't know how to say this. The fact that he apologized for doing something that he's supposedly innocent of doing.
Yeah.
Right?
And
like
he
that's
did,
a little that's kind of a damning comment.
Kevin, and he got a standing ovation at Oxford University.
I swear Oxford is just inviting literally anyone.
It's like him and Mia Khalifa will do like a joint lecture next time.
Yeah. What are they going to do? A cheer routine? Like,
And Douglas Murray gave him the introduction here.
yeah, he did this speech where he emphasized the importance of defending your friends when they're in the right. I guess not when they're in the wrong. To show them how much you care about them. And I think that's very clearly referencing what happened to Kevin Spacey or what happens to people who get canceled. And he said, what we don't realize about living in this era of cancellation and defenestration is that we can't keep going on like this.
It's a weird place to put the word
Defenestration.
defenestration.
Is that a big part of our culture?
I
Throwing
guess.
people out of windows?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he allowed Kevin Spacey to take the stage and do some kind of Shakespearean soliloquy about cancel culture, which I found kind of cringy.
Dustin the Wind says Douglas Murray is crazy. I don't remember him being crazy, but is he crazy now?
He didn't seem crazy.
He always seemed like kind of generically anti-cancel culture intellectual to me back in the day, but that was like several years ago. I haven't watched him.
Well, it says he's a free speech advocate here.
I don't know. I think that with these movies, it's going to be a lot of time. It's going to be a long time before he ends up getting the market. I think he'll do fine overseas. I think his movies will end up being made for foreign release, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe he should team up with Russell Brand.
I
I haven't heard anything about Russell Brand by the way.
Yeah, like what is going
Like,
on with Russell Brand right
Are
now?
there any updates? Like,
No.
are there? I don't know. I don't know why I would expect there to be any updates, given that this wasn't a lawsuit and it wasn't a. It's not going to go to criminal trial. It looks like.
It does say that Spacey still faces 12 sex offense charges in the UK relating to alleged events between 2001 and 2013. He's pled not guilty to all of them.
Is he waiting for trial?
The
for
bigger
that?
question is, he was rushed to the hospital at a film festival recently, like with like heart palpitation, like something happened, numbness in his arm, which is classic heart attack.
Okay.
Right. So, maybe if the bad deeds are real, they are in fact catching up with him.
Suddenly.
Very suddenly.
Quite suddenly.
And also, like the other thing that somebody was pointing out was like,
what's going on over there?
that was pointing out was like a lot of the people that accused him seemed to die suddenly. That was something that was happening for a long time.
Yeah. A lot of malfunctioning brakes. And if you're someone in the media, if you're a journalist covering this and you don't fall in line, you might worry what Kevin Spacey is going to do to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know.
So perhaps that's why he's getting treated so well.
Do you think he ever makes it like a big mainstream like return to the industry?
Nobody remembers anything about
I feel
Kevin
like they remember
Spacey.
him.
Do they?
I feel like they remember. I think that's different. I think
Really?
that I think his name is stained. I think his name is looked at in the same way that Harvey Weinstein is in a lot of cases.
Well, the difference is Harvey Weinstein is in prison.
I think they're spoken
Kevin
of in the
Spacey
same.
is-
I think they're spoken of in the same breath.
Yeah, I guess it came.
Like,
those allegations came out at the same time, roughly.
I was shocked
Right?
at how neutral some of the reports were. Like,
Which makes you think that he has a legal team assuring that the media is gonna talk about him in a balanced way.
Yeah, like I was
Yeah.
kind of shocked at how neutral some of the reporting on this whole incident was.
But what are you supposed to say? The jury was wrong.
I mean,
Like-
since when has Hollywood ever care? Or since when has the media ever cared about saying that? Like, the media has
Yeah.
no problem slinging mud if they think that if they think you're guilty. So I'm surprised they didn't here, considering he is usually spoken of in that same way. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.